Okay, we are live. I'm going to ask, last week we asked some of you to set 5 pillars goals and to bring them to this call. Okay, we asked some of you to set 5 pillars goals and bring them to this call. And we then did a call on Thursday, which is about the 5 pillars and getting specific with goals in that area. If you have goals that say, I want more money, if you have goals that say, I want to lose weight, if you have a goal that says, I want to be happier, it is not likely to reach that goal. Okay? It will be much more likely if you say, I want $5. I want $50. I want $500. I want $5,000 more per month. I want $50,000 more per month. Whatever that goal is, it needs to be specific, okay? Very specific, okay? And it's always tough when it comes to happy, okay? Many people want more happiness in their life, okay? And I think deep down, that is a reason that a lot of us work towards personal development, that we work towards these social interactions, we do all these things. But in order for this, for 2020 to be successful as a decade, as a year, you need to have very specific goals. And if happiness is a goal, then I want you to define that. I experience happiness when. Okay? So if there's something that is ethereal as happiness, you need to do something like saying, I experience happiness when. Okay? If you have said, I want more success in 2020, then you need to define what success is to you. I experience success when. So happiness might be, I experience happiness when I have one-on-one time with my children. I experience happiness when I'm skiing. I experience happiness when, whatever it is, okay? When you can define some very specific things, events that can be tracked, monitored, etc. Okay? And one of the things that you need to do is to take your goals, and you need to take them and go to a coach, a mentor, and say, these are my goals. Will these work? Are they specific? Are they defined? Are they achievable based upon a definition, if that makes any sense? Now, the first time I did this, I messed it up royally. And after the first time of really sitting down with a coach or mentor, I learned how to do it pretty dang good. And so if you haven't taken your goals to a coach or a mentor, I encourage you to do so, okay? So that is part one that I really want you to take a gander at. Part two is I want you to create a guiding question. You may have more than one guiding question, but at least a guiding question. So if their main goal in life is they want a fourplex for creating residual income, okay? Now, you could get a fourplex for residual income that makes you $5 extra a month because you paid way too much for it. You're massively in debt. Or you could have a fourplex free and clear. I mean, how specific and clear are you getting on this? All right. But your guiding question might be, what am I doing today to own a fourplex free and clear that creates $2,500 worth of residual income per month? What am I doing today to create blah, 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 blah? So if you're looking to build a Nikken business and your goal is Team Kaizen, what am I doing today to qualify for Team Kaizen? Okay. If your goal is to become Royal Diamonds. But let's say your big goal in 2020 is to reach and qualify at Royal Diamond. Then a great guiding question might be, what am I doing today to become the Royal Diamond that I am? Now, kind of an interesting way of wording that. What am I doing today to become, or to realize, or to experience, however you want to do that? What am I doing today to become the Royal Diamond that I am? Because you won't become it if you aren't it right now, inside, willing to do the things that it takes to get there. Okay? What am I going to do today to become the Royal Diamond that I am? And I'm going to encourage you to take whatever your guiding question is. Okay? What am I going to do today to reach my optimal weight, whether that's gaining 20 pounds or losing 20 pounds? What am I going to do today? Whatever it be, what am I going to do today? And I'm going to ask you to laminate it and post it in your shower. Now we're getting personal. Every day that you see it and you look at it as you're scrubbing your hair, whatever you're doing, you're thinking, what am I going to do today to get this done? Okay? That you have a chance to really sit and think about it. And if you're building a Nikken business, I'd encourage you to also put down something similar to this. What am I going to do? Am I doing what I want my downline to duplicate? Am I doing what I want my downline to duplicate? Am I doing what I want my downline to duplicate? And whether these be your guiding questions or you create your own, something that resonates better to you, I want you to put down some guiding questions. So there's, when my engine is humming, folks, in a really great way, my goals, my affirmations, and my guiding questions are posted, they're in my shower, and they kick my pants every day. When I've been overwhelmed, tucking my tail between my legs, and licking my wounds, they're not there. If you've been licking your wounds for a while, it's time to get your goals, your affirmations, your guiding questions, post them. The most effective place I've found is my shower. You can also post them on your mirror. You can also post them big and bold in your office. Maybe all three. Okay? But that is your biggest, baddest, most important thing that you're going to do here. Now, if you're on this call and you're doing the Kenzen Balanced Living Plan, you've got an accountability partner. I'm going to encourage you to make it a business partner. And when you're doing your accountability, you're sharing your win. It can be your business win for the previous day. Yes, you can share your numbers, your lucky 7 numbers. Okay? But you also need to share your business, your Nikken win for the previous day. Every day you have a Nikken win. You never come with an excuse. Okay? It could be, I read a great email by Dave Johnston yesterday. It could be, I had a great new contact yesterday. It could be, I got a new customer yesterday. It could be, I didn't complain yesterday. But you will share a win. You will share a win every day. And then you share your to-do list. Now, some of you have a to-do list that's 50 pages long. Wrong. Okay? The to-do list I want you to share, because yeah, you need to sit down every day and make your 5 or 10 or 20 things you need to do. But I want you to pick the top 3. If you got these three things done today, no matter how busy the rest of the day got, that day would be a success. Your top 3 things on your to-do list. So let me repeat. Get an accountability partner. Create your guiding questions. Laminate them. Stick them in your shower. And then you're going to be talking about that with your accountability partner. Last but not least, are you ready? Are you ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? Okay. So there's not a lot we have to do in NECANN. Isn't that crazy? We're creating this reproductive residual machine. And you can do this in the midst of having a full-time job. You can do it in the midst of having 2 full-time jobs. You can do this in the midst of raising children. You can do this in all sorts of scenarios. There's not a lot that we have to do. But there are a few things that we have to do, okay? If you're going to build this and build a team, you got to mark out the big blocks. The big blocks would be the national events you're plugging into, your regional events, your trainings, your wellness previews. You mark it out, it's in your calendar. Okay, and you don't let things get in the way unless an extreme emergency comes. Okay, you've got a family member funeral, you've got a family member wedding, you've got something that can't be moved. Birthdays can be moved. You can celebrate them on other days. Anniversaries can be moved. You can celebrate them on other days or bring them with you and celebrate them with you. All right. But if you had a job with a major corporation, you're not going to call up your boss and say, I can't work today because it's my birthday. You're going to work on your birthday, and you're going to go celebrate that night, okay? Same thing with NECANN. You're going to go to the national event. If you want to go to a movie that night, great. Go to the movie that night, all right? Just celebrate another day if you need to, whatever it is. But there are very few things that we have to do, but there are some things we have to do. Plug in the big things in your calendar, okay? You got to do that. The other thing is we got to have a weekly gathering. Now that may be, and I'm not cracking the whip on this one yet. I want you to begin stewing this in the back of your head, okay? Maybe that's a breakfast meeting on Saturday mornings. Guests, consultants come together, you gather around a table, share why you love NECANN. Okay, maybe it's you get a local library, a free room, and you have a presentation there. Maybe you have a wellness home tour in your home, but it needs to be regular, like clockwork, same day, same time, same station. Same day, same time, same station, weekly. That's what you're working towards, okay? That's one of the things we have to do if we're going to do something besides sales. We got a lot of people in NECANN who are just in sales. They're good at it. They do it whenever they're comfortable, but they're not duplicating. Why are they not duplicating? Because they don't have the infrastructure to create the rhythm that duplicates. That infrastructure, that rhythm that duplicates is a regular weekly event. So that's in the back of your head right now, okay? I'm not cracking the whip on that one this week. But what is coming to the forefront this week is, if you're part-time in this business, you got to talk to 1 to 2 new people every day. That's what we do. 1 to 2 new people every day. Everybody's head went down. They start writing. This is not rocket science. This is not crazy. It can be fun. All right. My mentor, when they got started, husband and wife, the wife told the husband, you don't get to eat dinner unless you have your new contact. He comes home. Do you have your new contact? Nope. She says, well, I need a gallon of milk. Go find a contact. Sends him back out the door. No dinner. All right. You create the game. You create the fun. You create the joy in this. NECANN is a great game. Okay. I sat down and played a game with my kids yesterday, and one of them was grumpy the whole time. Oh, I gotta play this game. And the others were like, "Yeah, we're gonna play the game." Which are you gonna be? How do you want to play the game? Okay. But to be successful, there are very few things that we have to do. But one thing that we have to do and get really good at it and duplicate it over and over and over. I love listening to Dave Johnson. He's always talking about someone new that he has spoken with, prospected. I just went to a New Year's Eve party and talked to someone new, and doggone it, he called me up. He called me up yesterday and said, that stuff you talked about. I didn't even tell him hardly what it was. He said, that stuff you talked about for my digestion, I need to get some. Can you order that for me? And why'd that happen? Because I talked to someone new. Okay? Every day, someone new. Not if it's convenient, not if you feel like it, not It's just what we do. 1 to 2 new people every day. Some people like to make it more. If you want to go fast, you might say, I'm going to do 5 new a day. And you can take 5 pennies and stick them in one pocket. And every time you talk to the new person, you pull it out and put it in the next pocket. Okay. Maybe you've got a magic ring, and your ring's got to go from your left hand to your right hand. Okay. And if it doesn't, you're not married to your Nikken business. Every day you got to move that ring. I don't know what it is for you. I don't know what your trigger is going to be, but you got to get excited about making a new friend, helping somebody, transforming something, creating freedom for you, creating freedom for them, about serving, about healthy relationships, healthy contribution. And when we do that, it's just fun. I don't know how many of you love meeting new people. Some of us are scared. There's parts of meeting new people that's scary, but then there's another part of meeting new people that is just really awesome. It's magical. It brings in so many amazing tools into our own lives because of the gifts they bring to us, because we were brave enough to open the conversation. So if you're out of the habit, I give you 1 week where all you have to do is start a conversation with a new person. You don't have to bring up Nikken. Okay? And if you're a really good networker, you always get into the longest lines, the longest grocery line, the longest ski lift line, the longest whatever. You know what I'm talking about, because it gives you an opportunity to talk to people. You've heard this before, but are you doing it? Okay? You come to church early, you stay late. All right? You go to the Rotary Club early, you stay late. Because you're there to talk to and meet with and have fun with people. Now, I realize that you may be saying inside, I'm not a people person. We don't say that anymore. We don't say that anymore. Just like I had a hard time with the telephone to begin with, hated talking to people over the phone. And there was a time when we paid long distance for every call that we made, and I was, phone, it scared me, and I didn't know, dialing was hard, and I had to go to, I love my phone, the phone is my friend, I love meeting people. I love experiencing life with new people. I love the joy they bring to my life. I love the joy that I can bring to their life. What are you going to say to yourself about meeting new people? So a couple tips, okay? This may require effort, all right? Tip number 1. This is really important. Probably the biggest tip for success in your business when meeting new people. Smile. Smile. It starts lots of great conversations, okay? Tip number 2, ask a question about them. So, looks like you got a party going on at your house tonight. What's the celebration? Is there a birthday? Is there whatever? I mean, you're looking at their shopping cart, you know? Whatever, I don't care. Ask a question about something. You know, you see they're driving a Honda Civic. Do you like your Civic? What do you like about it? Start a conversation. That's your job, folks. Smile, ask a question, okay? And then you'll be amazed at the cool things that come out of that. You're going to make friends who never joined Nikken. You're going to meet friends who can solve problems and challenges that you've been struggling with for years, maybe with relationships, maybe with the project at home, maybe with whatever. But our job is to meet with and get to know and love people. And in the process of meeting them, we're going to ask enough questions that we'll get to know them well enough that we're going to find out that, hey, there's a reason we should be introducing Nikken to them. They need us. We have something to give and offer them. Okay? So quick review. Accountability partner, you're going to talk business. Guiding question, 1 to 2 new people a day. Accountability partner, guiding questions, 1 to 2 new people a day. All right, now I see that there's a chat here. You can't hear me. Boom, boom, boom. Something is wrong with my microphone. My mic doesn't work. Tell people how to leave this meeting. Lower right-hand corner. Okay. Any other questions, folks, or comments? Please unmute. Say howdy doody. What did you like about today? What do you want me to do differently? If it's shaving, you got to talk to my wife. She likes it. What else?
Howdy doody. I was going to say, when you smile, make sure you make eye contact while you're smiling.
Love it. Great, great input, Carol. Anybody else?
Yes. Even when you're talking on the phone, when you smile, it comes across to them.
That it does. Doing NECANN makes me a better person. I always have to be at my best when I do NECANN, because if I want my business to grow, I want my team to grow, I got to be at my best. It brings out the best in me. It's become a habit. When I get in my NECANN shoes, I'm a better person. Anybody else? Thoughts, feelings, goals, commitments?
I just want to thank you for doing this. And somebody that I asked to join us who is a first time listening to something like this is a new person who is interested in the weight thing. So Joan, I see your phone number. Welcome and so glad you're on.
Hello, Joan. Joan, you stayed long. The first 15 minutes is having to do with KBB. The rest of it is for us fanatics. If you want to be a fanatic too, you're welcome to stay.
She uses the product. She uses a number of them, and she's having success.
Awesome. Well, Joan, something to consider. You can get your KVB for free. Okay, here's how you do it. You sign up for NECANN Prime, which means you don't just have a customer account, but you get a full account, okay? And refer 4 people, and the commissions that you get from 4 people using KVB, yours is free. All in favor of doing it for free, say aye. Okay.
I went to see Little Women last night. I took my niece after watching it last week, and I noticed in the advertising for this theater, same thing there. You can sign up for a free membership, and you could advance it to Prime and get your free tickets and a discount on the popcorn. And I thought, wow, just seeing that Prime on there, so it's not just Amazon.
Oh yeah.
And Star Wars is, creating $2 billion already. There's enough people looking at those kinds of advertisements to have that repetition popping in. So it really does tie in nicely to our new words.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Very positive, Brody. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week. Have a great week. Bye now.